something quite scary happened yesterday after I finished streaming, and I feel a bit guilty about it and paranoid. Basically, I finished streaming, and every time I finish streaming, the first thing I do is I'll pop out into the bedroom and let Maggie go outside for a wee. And so I went and got her, opened the back door, which is like 2 seconds away from here, and I let her out. And I came back to my computer and I started closing down all my programs and stuff. And next thing I know, Maggie comes running in and jumps onto the sofa and knocks the controller on the floor. So I looked over, because we've got a hard floor, so it made a loud noise. I looked over and I was like, "Oh, are you okay, Maggie?" And she looked really guilty. And I just thought, oh, okay, she's pooed somewhere that maybe she wasn't supposed to, and she feels bad about it. But then she jumped down off of the sofa and went to her bed and put her head right down, and I was like, "What's going on? What have you done?" So I called her over and I said, "Come on, Maggie, come over." And she was limping, and I was like, "Oh my god, what have you done in the space of 2 minutes that you've been out there to now?" Anyway, Ian came home from work, and I'd been doing a bit of research on the internet, and it said what you can do is squeeze gently along the paw and up the arm and see if you can locate where the injury has happened. And if they don't express any agitation, then gently pull to see if it's the actual joint. So we discovered that it seems to be when you pull, it's the arm, her shoulder, and that she's having trouble with. So outside we have our balcony is public. It leads out onto a road. It's a new build, so there's apartments all the way along, and there's a house across the road with a guy that always has his front door open. He's always looking around, and Maggie's very friendly. When she goes out onto the little balcony area, it's got a metal pole fence which is about her height when she jumps up. And if people sort of go, everyone knows her around here, and people always say, "Oh, hello, Maggie," and she'll jump up. And it occurred to us that what I think might have happened, which is terrifying, is that someone has called her over and she's jumped up, and they've tried to pull her over and pulled her arm. We've trained Maggie so that if you put your hand near her face, she'll move away. She won't bite. She's really, really careful. And if she thinks she's hurt you, she's like the guiltiest dog in the world. And I think what's happened is someone has tried to pull her over. She's jolted away and kind of thought she's hurt them, and come running in looking really guilty because of it. And I feel terrible because I was here and I didn't hear anything. I had my headphones on at the point that she went out. I came here, grabbed my headphones, chucked them on, started closing everything down, and then she's come legging it in, and I'm terrified that someone's trying to steal my dog now. But she still has an appetite, she's still eating, she's still kind of, I feel so sorry for her because she's such an active dog and she wants to run and she wants to go and do things, but she's kind of sat there just depressed basically. I've heard that you can give a dog aspirin, but I wasn't sure if it was the human type of aspirin or if there's a doggy type of aspirin, but I'm not going to be cutting up aspirin anytime soon because I don't know enough about it to be doing that. She's okay at the minute, she's just chilling out. She was chilling out with me this morning. She woke me up in the night, nudging my arm to get under the blanket with me. She's always cute. It's just a bit terrifying to think that there's someone out there that could have taken her. But the reason why we came to that conclusion, because I know it probably seems a bit far-fetched just suddenly coming out with it, but we thought it's a very small balcony, very small, and it had been raining, so the whole ground was wet, and I thought, oh, maybe it's a sting. But there's not going to be any bugs on the ground. It's concrete and it was wet, so it's probably not a sting. And then I thought it could have been. We took her to a huge park a couple of days before, and she ran like she was being chased by zombies for about an hour. But I don't see how she can suddenly become affected 2 days later. And it just seems that it hurts her arm when it's pulled forward, and all I can think of is that she's jumped up and someone's tried to pull her over. And it's terrifying, but I have her under lock and key now. I am being so careful with her because I feel so awful about being here when something happened to her and I didn't know that it happened because I had my headphones on. So I'm trying not to beat myself up about it too much. But I'll keep you posted and let you know what happens with Maggie. But I hope you're all having a really good week so far, and I will do a much more happier vlog, I hope, next week, to say that Maggie's much better now. And I'm sure she will be. It's just a sprain or something. She's wandering around. Oh, actually she's walking a lot better now. Are you feeling better, Maggie? She seems to be putting a lot more weight on it. Oh, Maggie. You okay, Bubba? You struggling? Yeah, Bubba. Oh, Bubby. So yeah, it's just a matter of time really, and seeing if it heals. But she is putting weight on the paw, which is good. But yeah, I'll keep you all posted with what happens with her, and I'll see you soon.